Our local Pikesville Middle School had a swastika painted on a wall with the words "Kill Jews" next to it. Some parents complained about it to the administration, while others sadly made a deliberate choice to be quiet about it. A couple of weeks later, another swastika on a wall. The parents made an urgent meeting with the principal and asked me to come along. What happened there was unfortunately indicative of the general situation in the world today. The meeting was with the principal, Nicole Bridges, and the assistant principal, Sheila Luchtenfeld. The principal started with saying how she's making sure that everyone is safe and comfortable in the school. It was a long speech, and she made a lot of very good points. But me and the parents are sitting there looking at each other. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? There was one thing that was glaringly omitted from her speech. There was not a mention of anti-Semitism. She did not even say the word Jew. She did not make even a reference to the swastika incident. It was all about general tolerance and love. Even when I asked her to address Jew hatred specifically, she started talking about treating everyone equally. Why is it that the principal, who otherwise I hear is doing a very good job in school, she thought that she was answering our question, and we were under the impression that she was avoiding the issue? And the answer is very simple. Most of the people who are now publicly calling for genocide against Jews have yesterday preached as vocally tolerance and acceptance. Most of the people who are chanting anti-Semitic slogans are at the same time screaming about peace and love. Most of the people who are displaying their support for Hamas are also supporting every human rights organization. From our own experience, we have learned that for some reason, acceptance and tolerance to everyone, for some reason, does not always include Jews. When people are taught to respect everyone's right to exist, their minds, for some reason, have a carve-out exception for Jews. I asked at the meeting if anything was done to combat anti-Semitism specifically, and it appeared that nothing was done so far, and they were still thinking if and what should be done in this vein. They only preach tolerance in a general sense. But the school does not have any other hate crime issues at this point. Right now, their problems are only pertaining to the Jewish issue. Maybe general teachings of love are good as prevention of hate crimes. And as we see, it doesn't always work when it comes to the Jews. But when there is already a crisis of Jew hatred at hand, shouldn't anti-Semitism be addressed specifically? This incident made waves in the Jewish community, and I hope at this point anti-Semitism will be addressed directly. At the meeting, I was trying to do my best to explain to the school administration that talking about love and peace does not always translate into stopping Jew hatred. evil needs to be called out by its name and stopped directly. Did I succeed in getting this message across? What the school does next will show.